Welcome back to the Doc's Diagnosis, presented by Centris Federal Credit Union. You know, Dr. Rob, people forget that late in the third quarter, this was still a pretty much game between Nebraska and Michigan before Michigan really put it away at the end of the third quarter.
It was, and they ended up covering the spread. I don't see Nebraska being able to actually cover that distance, that 17 points that Michigan had scored at that point. So I think it was maybe not as close of a game as people really might have thought it was at that point. And this is a play that's going to illustrate sort of the why of that. We kind of covered yesterday about how the offensive line was performing in this game for Michigan. And we've got another example of the blocking that you're going to see here. Now, the thing that I want people to key on is that you get a nice pull by the offensive tackle here, out on the outside here. You got some zone blocking up front. One thing to maybe pay a little bit of attention to is I think it's Ty Robinson right here, does get some penetration, but because of the outside nature of the play, it ends up being a non-factor. But you do have, again, some of these guys that are playing fairly well that might be getting a little bit unrecognized. But the key thing that I want people to watch here as this play develops is the blocking by Corum at running back. This is a quarterback keeper. It's a design quarterback keeper, and you're going to see Corum come up and get a really nice block here right in the hole, and that's really what ends up kind of keying this play and getting Michigan the touchdown, where you see this great position right here by Corum at that running back spot, essentially keeps that lane open for McCarthy to get into the end zone on the play.
And there he just goes ahead and finishes it. Really, he walked right in.
Essentially untouched. And now some of it's due a little bit to the nature of the play. He only had 3 yards to cover there, so the linebackers don't have time at all to get over. But it's a great block by the running back, great play by the offensive tackle, getting that kick out on the end. Well-designed play for that specific situation. It's interesting to see how a good team functions like that, and you see sort of those, kind of that continuity, the 4-yard, 5-yard, 6-yard gains that lead to Michigan by the end of the game covering what was the largest spread in Nebraska football history. And it all came on these 3, 5, 7, 8-yard plays. It wasn't these big chunks.
Well, and that's what Scott Spreitzer talks about on behind the point spread is the quality of plays on first and second down. Like if you're on 3rd down and 15 and pick up an 8-yard run, that's not as much as first down picking up 6 yards, second yard picking up 4 yards.
And Michigan was so effective at that. They only had 10 third downs the entire game, and the reason is because they were converting. They were getting first down on first down plays. They were getting first downs on second down plays, and they never got to 3rd down.
For Dr. Rob Zatechka, I'm Travis Justice. This has been another week of the Doc's Diagnosis presented by Centris Federal Credit Union. We'll see you next week. Creating new financial habits can offer many benefits to individuals and families who are looking to set new financial goals. Whether it's paying off debt, buying a first home, building a home, taking a family vacation, or planning for retirement, Centris Federal Credit Union staff of financial experts can help set you on the right path to financial wellness. Call the team today at 402-334-7000 and start on the road to financial success. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.